Hey Aries, it's Sahara Stars with the Loom Astrology, doing your Mercury retrograde July 2019 tarot reading. I've been doing these for all the signs, and you are the final fire sign now. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm sending you positive vibes and energy for all the best. I hope this Mercury retrograde turns out to be tons of fun for you. Mercury retrograde brings about a lot of different types of situations, fated, karmic, a chance to review, go back. We internalize, we think about whether or not we did the right thing about stuff. So it's very common for people to come back into our lives during this time. They could be ex-friends, they could be ex-partners, they could be family members that you had a falling out with. Whatever the situation is, it's a second chance to see if there's anything there, or you can make it better, you could heal old wounds. So let's just take a look and see what is happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising this Mercury retrograde. What can they expect? Spirit guides, please give me the most accurate messages for those born under the Sun, Moon, or Rising of Aries for this Mercury retrograde. All right, we got our first flipper. We got the Empress. Some of you are feeling quite abundant, feeling good, or you need some nurturing, or you're going to be starting a new creative project, or this could be a person that you are involved with. It's the most beautiful woman or sexiest man ever, somebody that's empowered, somebody that's in control of themselves, somebody that is so beautiful that you just cannot get your mind off of them. The Empress is definitely somebody that is in control of themselves, that has everything together, that's abundant, that is loving, that is nurturing. Okay, some of you, this could be a mother or a woman in your life, a boss. Let's just take a look. It could also just be you feeling like you got it all during this Mercury retrograde. Let's take a look. Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Mercury retrograde. What else can they expect? All right. So we got the Love card and the Magician. Interesting. Some of you have been trying to manifest a love partner. I see some of you really wanting somebody and you're trying to manifest them, and you are hoping that this Mercury retrograde, they contact you. Some of you, this is a very charismatic person that has all the right words to say. They have a ton of charm. I don't blame you. You're in love. You're in love and you're trying to manifest this person. Some of you, this is the Empress for some of you. And some of you, this person is in love with you. Okay, this is definitely regarding love. What else for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising? Mercury retrograde, Aries. All right. We got the Seven of Water, which is confusion on choices, options, or just confusion. Uncertain, vague circumstances, not sure what to do. Some of you, this is definitely like, should I call, which... I'm sorry, Aries, but this could be like, I'm feeling like, you know, should I call this one? Should I call that one? Should I call this one? Which one is it that I want? Which one do I want? And for some of you, there was a situation regarding somebody that you didn't get closure to. It was confusion. You were just like, what? Was it this? Was it that? Was it this? Was it that? You guys have been thinking about it, okay? Like, what could it have been that went wrong? Or why it didn't work out? Some of you are looking at your options during Mercury retrograde, and some of you are going to get quite a few people that contact you. Just saying. All right, but there's love there with this Empress and this Magician, this really clever, charismatic, or charming person that seems to have all the right words to say, or some of you are trying to manifest, like I said, somebody there. Okay, so the Seven of Water, there's some confusion, there's some uncertainty, trying to make a choice. I think you guys are going to have some choices, too, for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you are going to have some choices, some people coming back, wanting to reconnect with Aries. Because you guys are ruled by Mars. It's sexy, powerful, direct, no messing around. Get to the point. Do you want me? Do you not want me? All right, so let's check it out. What else do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Mercury retrograde? Tell me more. We need to know more. This is not clear. This is not clear. Please give us clarity. Spirit guides, please give us clarity on what's going on for Aries, for Mercury retrograde. Whoa. Awesomeness. Oh my goodness. Woohoo. Some of you have been super patient, waiting on something, communication about somebody that makes you feel hella good, makes you feel super good. Some of you, this could be a Leo, all right? And you've had to have some patience, or you've had patience, which is not an Aries trait. Or somebody's been waiting for you and they want communication, and it could be a Leo. But this person makes you feel good. And guess what? There's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough coming through. Some of you have been waiting. Those of you that were trying to manifest this person, could be the Empress, because Leos can come across as an Empress too. They're very regal in the way that they are. But there's a breakthrough happening here that it's going to make you feel so good, and it's something you've been, ironically, patiently waiting for. Or they've been patiently waiting for you. Maybe it's taken some time. This is somebody from the past that you're like, goodness, are they ever going to reach out to me? Am I ever going to hear from them? Or vice versa, they're wanting to hear from you, and maybe you're going to make the move. Somebody that makes you feel really good. Somebody that makes you feel confident. The Sun card is about confidence, about feeling good, about positive energy. And there's this communication that's coming through with the Ace. Like, it's communication that you haven't had in a while. Okay? What else for Aries? All right, so some of you are going to be handed the one, okay? It's the hand of God just giving you the one that you want right here, okay? Some of you have been discontent with all the other options, and you have your mind on this one person. You've been trying to manifest them. You're like, I want them, and that is the end of that. There's definitely been some confusion. Some of you are going to have a couple of people come through that you're going to have to make a decision about. Some of you have your mind on one and you've just been unhappy with whatever, but there's been no movement forward. You feel like you're out of control of the situation and you want to come out of fighting with them. Okay, this is the Five of Fire. This is like, you know, not real major, but arguments, disagreements, stuff like that. It's in the reverse. You guys want to come out of fighting with somebody. They're the one that you want, or you're the one that they want, but nobody's moving forward here yet. It's Mercury retrograde, okay? But somebody wants to come out fighting, and I see some movement forward here. This Ace of Air is just like, it's a brand new breakthrough of communication. It's new communication. It's communication, especially with this Patience card, that you haven't heard from this person in a while. Typical of Mercury retrograde, okay? And it's going to be positive communication. Some of you just haven't wanted anybody but this one person, okay? And if you're involved with somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody, things are going to be good. You guys are going to have some breakthrough conversations, but watch out for some arguments and spats here with this Five of Fire in reverse. Just try to keep it cool during Mercury retrograde. Things can tend to irritate us that normally wouldn't, but it is a good time to talk about problems or issues or situations that you're having, okay? There's some sort of breakthrough and movement happening, but the Chariot's in reverse. So some of you, I feel like maybe you're unable to travel, or they're unable to travel to you. And you guys got in an argument about this, but you're not happy with that, with the discontent card. But it's also the card of having the one option, you know, having other options and you don't want those. So let's see. So this could be the options that you have, and you just want one of them. You just want one option for some of you. This is not for all of you. There's different stories here because these are general readings. Yeah, some of you kicked somebody to the curb or were kicked to the curb and they moved away. And now there's going to be getting back together, meeting for a drink, wanting to meet for a drink, wanting to communicate. The Three of Waters about hanging out with friends or getting together and celebrating or going out for a drink or having fun together. And this is the like, I never want to see you again in my entire life card. Kicking somebody. This is the card of being defeated or being the defeater, being the one that cuts out somebody or somebody that got cut out. Okay. But I always say with this card, because it's a good tarot, it's not as vicious as the Swords card where they're just slash people down. This one is like a little softer. It's like keeping arm's distance, kind of like get away, but you don't really mean it. Kind of stay away forever, but you don't really mean it because the birds are still flocking around. So some of you may be still flocking around somebody that you left or moved away from, or they're doing this to you and they want to come back and fix things, or say, you know what, hey, let's just forget about the fact that I kicked you to the curb and left you. Let's go have a drink. That's what I'm seeing in there. Seriously. Hey, crazy, wacky things happen during Mercury retrograde. I'm not kidding you. You guys are going to see. You're going to be like, what? Did this person just contact me? That we had this major fight, and they ghosted me and left me, and now they're just like, hey, you want to get a drink? You want to, like, talk? You're just like, what? But this is the opportunity to do it, to say, I'm sorry, whatever. Whoa. All right, you guys are going to be tempted. You're going to have a temptation. This is similar to the Devil card. Just be careful about your options here, okay? If you have a whole bunch of options here, make sure that you pick the wise one, okay? The right one. There's one here, there's an option here that maybe it was addictive, obsessive, controlling, all the lower vibrational stuff, okay? But strongly sexual. But sometimes there's somebody here that promises everything and there's nothing there, okay? It's just a smokescreen, an illusion of, look it, I'll give you all this money and I love you in my heart and everything, but then they're not really that way. So watch out for the temptation. Some of you, one of these people might have been that way with you, so definitely think about that if they come back to you, okay? Now, not all of them are going to be this way, or if you only have one person come back, it doesn't mean that they are that way. It's just that you want to watch your temptations as well. You want to make sure that you think things through. You want to, really reevaluate everything and make sure it's the right situation or the right person, or that you double check everything, okay? Double check everything. Aries, Mercury retrograde. Yeah, you're going to be getting a love offer for sure, but I already saw that. I already saw that. Oh my goodness, some of you are going to get an offer of commitment and marriage. Those of you that have been waiting patiently or been trying to get together with this person, the one that you've been patiently waiting for, you feel good, you got a good relationship, it's happy, there's a breakthrough happening, and there's an offer of, like, emotional expression and, like, let's make this serious. Let's be in a commitment. Let's get married. Let's whatever. You're going to have discussions or communication about that, okay? Wow, Aries. Now make sure it's not this one, okay? It's like, hey, I want to marry you. I want to spend the rest of life with you, but not really. Okay, just because it's just the temptation card is there's a temptation here amongst these opportunities, okay? Some of them are good. There's a Leo, there's an Empress, there's somebody really charismatic that loves you, that's been somebody you've been trying to manifest, or they've been trying to manifest you. It looks like you're going to have some options, not all of you. So cross watcher, if you're looking at Aries, it doesn't mean they're going to have all these options, but hey, it's Mercury retrograde. It's common for people from the past to contact their ex-loves, their ex-friends, their ex-whatever. So just be careful, because in one of these options here, Aries, is this. Okay? You can already see there's a shark, there's all these different types of things. So you want to think things through, be wise in your decisions. This could also just be a very lustful connection with somebody. You know who that is out of these people. And some of you are going to be getting an offer and really talking about marriage seriously and a commitment. If you're single and you've been dating somebody for a while, you're going to talk about being committed. Like, let's, you're mine, I'm yours, whatever, commitment. Something with contracts too. And some of you are going to get proposed to. Some of you, whatever it is, there's some solidifying relationship going on here, or somebody wanting to talk about it during Mercury retrograde. And watch out for combat during Mercury retrograde, okay? Don't start anything major during Mercury retrograde, but definitely have the conversations that you want if you're in a relationship that you're unsatisfied with, because then you can get this result at the end of the day. But do it calmly and do it, don't just go, you know what? I'm done. It's over. Because it's always best to try to approach a situation in a manner where you are able to speak clearly and you don't come across like totally too crazy, But there's been something that hasn't moved forward that's going to be moving forward. There's been some arguments. There's been some disagreements. Some of you are in separation for sure. But I do see a Leo, an Empress, a magician person, a very charismatic, charming person. I feel like that's a person. But I also feel like some of you have been trying to manifest it, and hey, it's coming through. But some of you are going to get contact from a few people, and others of you are going to move your relationship forward into a commitment, or at least talk about it. Don't do it during Mercury retrograde, but being able to talk about where do we see this going? Where do we want this to go? Is always a good thing during Mercury retrograde, and then you can make plans for where you want things to go. Some of you that cut somebody out, moved away, left, you might get a call from this person, or they did this to you. They want to hang out again. They want to have a drink. They want to just talk and reminisce. It could be a friend from the past that you had a fight with, okay? It could be an ex-love. It could be a lot of those things. And some of you that were unable to travel and you've been fighting about it and you've been totally unhappy about the person not wanting to travel to you, you not being able to go there, whatever, there's a breakthrough. There's an absolute breakthrough. You've had the patience, whatever it is. Just watch out for this temptation. Aries, you guys are on fire. I hope this resonates with some of you. This is definitely a few different stories here, but hey, you guys got options coming through, or you're going to be moving your relationship to the next level. Whoa, I wanted to get your love advice card. Please don't keep in mind the signs, because of the fact that these are general readings. A lot of you are involved with all kinds of different, different signs, but I do see a water sign. I see an air sign. I see a Leo. I see a fire sign. So whatever, if this resonates with you. And then we got, wow, you guys are getting some crazy advice during this Mercury retrograde. I guess the patience card just made me laugh. But then there's this show simple acts of kindness. So it's always good to just show the person you love, that you care, okay? Just be nice. Just be nice is that card. And it says love who you are, which you guys do. You guys are bold. You guys are direct. But when you love yourself, hey, everybody else just kind of looks at you and says, hey, you know what? It's like you're more confident about being who you are, being yourself, and being loved for who you are, okay? And then you got actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Well, you guys are ruled by Mars. You guys take action, so I don't see this as an issue. But if you are this person that is stuck here and you don't want to take action because of whatever happened, but you love this person and you had some fights and you don't want anybody else but them, then you're being advised to take the action during Mercury retrograde. Let's see what kind of cards we get for you guys here out of the astrology deck for Aries, Mercury retrograde, July 2019. Mercury retrograde for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Well, we don't have any cards for you guys. They've been popping out for everybody, but not today. Oh, we got two here. Let's take a look. All right, we got a conjunction, which is about empowerment. You guys are going to be pulling out your personal power, feeling empowered. And we got the third house of communication, local environment, local neighborhood. But this is about speak up. Okay, and also about perceptions. Make sure that you're seeing things correctly. Mercury rules the third house. Mercury is retrograde, which is technology, computers, communication. Watch out for typing those pre-text messages that you're thinking about sending, but you don't want to send yet. Don't do that, okay? Because technology somehow sends those messages. Make sure that you pay attention to all of that. Also, communicate. Talk to people about how you feel. Go back, revisit things. Definitely try to see if you can fix anything that matters to you, okay? But you'll be having other people wanting to do the same with you guys as well. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Congratulations to those of you that are getting engaged and having a serious commitment, or just moving the relationship to the next level. And those of you that have been trying to manifest somebody, I think you're going to get the call. Definitely a breakthrough there. All right, you guys, I'm sending you positive energy for all the best. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like your own personal reading, you can visit my site at www.illumastrology.com. I do astrology and tarot readings. Astrology can really give you the deep insight into people's psychology, the transits you're experiencing, what you might be experiencing, when you might get married, all that stuff. And then I also do the personal tarot readings that are specific to you. So if you don't want all this confusion going on here, you want to find out specifically about your situation, I offer those as well. So again, thank you so much. All you newcomers, don't forget to hit the subscribe. If you guys found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. Until next time.